And we welcome you to the south side of Chicago and Guaranteed Rate Field. It's time for MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's the Baltimore Orioles going up against the Chicago White Sox. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Here we go, Singy. The fans have been waiting for this Major League debut for a while, and it's finally here. There's a lot of hype around his talent, and now we get to see how that looks at the big league level.
Yeah, this is the kind of game that's going to be shared all over social media later tonight. Baseball fans all across the world are aware of this debut, and we're lucky enough to be
just about to get started. And today on the hill, big dog lefty. Going to be hard to top his last start, Singy.
He was outstanding. Complete game shutout. He got some great support from his defense. He's got the swing and miss stuff. Everything working for him. We'll see if he's got it today.
Now it's going to be Jorge Mateo. Misses off the plate. And we're underway here on the south side of Chicago. Pitches in for a strike, and 1-1.
It was a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Next offering in the dirt, and it's 2-1. Ripped on the ground to second. Albies over to first in time. One out in the top of the first. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know guys are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a guy who's got decent pop.
The wind of the pitch. The punch out there, and 2 away now.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Comes up empty on the swing, 0-2 now. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. Time for the White Sox to go to work. No score. You're dialed into the show. Back at Guaranteed Rate Field. And on the hill in this one, Kyle Bradish.
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Right-hander kicks, deals. In the air, left field. Hicks is there for it. Drops into the glove, and there's 1 away. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Adley Rutschman.
Yeah, he's got a 13-game hit streak going right now, Boog. I watched him in BP a little bit, and, man, he was spraying the ball all over the field, which tells me I don't expect this hit streak to end anytime soon. Really nice, mechanically sound swings. He's in such a groove right now, and look for him to be great in this one.
On a line out towards center. Cowser makes the grab, 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
First offering, runner goes. Ground ball left side. Tosses across to first. Inning over. We head to the second on the south side. No score. Here on the south side, and here's the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And out number one on the grab.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Adam Frazier, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Slap the other way, foul. Chopped out in front of the plate. On the run, sends it over to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Batting six, the catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
And now up to the plate, Yasmani Grandal. A switch hitter batting right. And fouled off.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first two innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Next offering is in for a strike.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Right through there, got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Orioles held in check there. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Nope. And welcome back. Bottom of the second. Now at the plate, Isaac Paredes. Bradish back to work. Bounce to the left side. Throws across the diamond. That's one out, the bottom of the second. Luis Robert now. 5 for 8 in the series, so he's been hot. This one blasted deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. He'll touch them all. His 7th home run of the season. It's 1-0. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Swing and a ball hammered. Left field. That one carrying. And gone. Another one. Back-to-back homers. 3rd home run of the season. It's 2-0.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind.
Oh, now a great stop. Throw to first. On the money. Nice play.
Well, that ball off the bat ticketed for the outfield and a base hit for the hitter, but just taken away by the diving stop. Nice job.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. This is Corbin Carroll. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Hard hit right side. Whips it to Mountcastle, and that is the inning. But the long ball was. Welcome back. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Aaron Hicks.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Lefty back to work. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. This has always been the better side for Aaron Hicks. And there's a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Got him looking. One gone here.
Well, not much you can argue with there as a hitter. That pitch was dotted on the inside corner of the plate. I think even if he swings the bat, it blows him up and not really able to do anything with it anyhow. I think if you see that early, then perhaps you can pull those hands a little bit tighter and get the fat part of the bat to it. But I'd say overall, you just have to tip your cap on that one. Great execution.
Next offering is in for a strike.
That big curve inside's a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
Left-hand batter waits. Got him swinging. He swung over top of the curveball. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
The flip to the pitcher covering. That's out number 3. 3 up, 3. Back here at the ballpark, and stepping in is the speedy King Red. That's hard hit on the line. Cowser makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting.
Stepping in the long ball threat, Frank Thomas. Back up the middle and a base hit.
He's been swinging it really well lately. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Man at first. Here's Acuna now. In the air, left side. Hicks is there for it. And puts the squeeze on it. That's out number 2. Isaac Paredes now. Grounded out his first time. Ripped into left center, base hit. Thomas headed for third. Mateo with a relay home, but it's offline, and they lead by 3.
Picks himself up an RBI. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
And now it's Luis Robert. Bounce back to the mound. Sneaks through, base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in, and they lead by 4.
Comes through with the RBI. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. The solo homer his first time. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. He's got it, and that is out number 3. 2 runs, 3 hits. Back at guaranteed rate field, and the batter will be the shortstop, Jorge Mateo. And a pitch. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. That misses off the outside edge. And he deals. And that one fouled off. And a 1-2. Swings and misses. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
And now it's Austin Hoez.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. The Orioles yet to pick up a hit here. In the air, left field, down the line. Puts the squeeze on it, and there are 2 outs. Anthony Santander at the plate. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Swings through that one. 0-1. And that's in the dirt.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Away to kick the pitch. Swing and a miss. Nice
1 ball,
changeup.
2 strikes.
Swung on, popped up on the infield. Albies under it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Bottom of the inning. And now here is Ozzie Albies. In the air out towards right center. Cowser drifts towards it. And there's 1 down.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Hard ground ball, base knock. Here's the left fielder, Corbin Carroll. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Back there. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Now he launches a throw over his head, and he'll make it around to third on the throwing error. He scores all the way from first. A terrible job getting it back to the infield, and it cost them a run.
He was all over that one. Put a really beautiful swing on that pitch right there. Just didn't quite have the combination of launch angle and exit velocity to drive it over the wall. But when you can beat a center fielder.
Here's a rocket out to left. Hicks makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's 6-0.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
And a base hit. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Here's the third baseman, Isaac Paredes.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Ripped on a line. And that will end the inning. 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. Here comes a pitch. Foul ball.
You know, these Orioles just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And he makes the catch. 1 away.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
In the air, right field. Acuna there. Squeezes it. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Yasmani Grandal up to hit. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Next offering is in for a strike. 2 outs. Caught him looking for the K. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. Back here on the south side. And the batter now, Luis Robert. The pitch. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Here's a speed threat, Bobby Witt Jr. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Robert rounds second on his way to third. Oh, he botches it. They add on as the run scores all the way from first. It's 7-0.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. On the ground to the left. Mateo jumps, throws. One away as the second run of the inning scores. Here's Adley Rutschman. Line drive, base hit.
Just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
And next to hit for the Sox, King Red. This to center field. Cowser settles under it. He's got it, and there's two away. Here's a big power threat. Frank Thomas. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Hit hard on the ground to short. They get the force. They limit the damage here. So 2 runs, 3 hits, an error, but 2 are left stranded. 5 innings complete. Welcome back. Start of the 6th. John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Aaron Hicks. The wind and the pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Kicks and deals. Got him looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. And now the center fielder, Colton Cowser, went down on strikes his first time through. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. The Orioles hitless so far in the game. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Rutschman makes the grab for the second out.
Up next for the Orioles,
Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. Bounce to the right. Thomas takes it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. So he's perfect through 6. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. White Sox 8 and the Orioles nothing. And welcome back. Now it's the power speed combo. Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Line to left. Hicks hauls it in, and there's one away. Now the third baseman, Isaac Paredes.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Lined into left center, base hit.
Now batting.
So man aboard, and now the DH, Luis Robert. Into left center for a base hit. Paredes around second, headed for third. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow through.
Hammered, base hit. One run is in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play. It's 10-0. The relay to third. The tag, and he's out trying for 3. But on the play, 2 runs cross the plate.
Well, the defense definitely on the clock with that one. Everything had to be perfect to get the runner at third. And you talk about a throw on the money, the relay to third. Just a good job all the way around.
So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, DL Hall. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
Number 26, DL.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Right side, Santander drifts towards it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. So 2 runs in the inning on 3 hits, no errors, no one left. 7th inning coming up. It's the White Sox 10 and the Orioles nothing. We go to the top of the 7th and into the box for Baltimore. Jorge Mateo.
Jorge Mateo.
And the pitch. Strike 1. In there at the knees. And it's 0-2. The pitch. And down on strikes he goes. And now 1 away.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Now it's the DH, Austin Hoez.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Strike 2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 down. So 2 down now, and here is Anthony Santander. In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
And a swing and a miss, and the Orioles set down in order.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
Bottom of the 7th. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Adley Rutschman. Right side, Westberg. Tosses to first. Rutschman retired. So the lineup flips over. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Corbin Carroll. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Here's the center fielder, King Red. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. Throw into third, in there safely. Runners on the corners with 1 gone. Frank Thomas steps to the plate for the White Sox. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. That one ripped. Gone! A 3-run homer, his 9th homer of the year. It's 13-0. Now on the bump, Dylan Tate.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way, because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
1 down. Isaac Paredes getting ready to hit. In the air to left center. Cowser drifts towards it. Puts it away for the out. Man at first, Luis Robert steps to the plate for the White Sox. Back up that got him. No chance for a play, and let's hope the righty's not hurt on the mound. Definitely some concern here. That ball came back and got him right on the pitching arm, as you can see him trying to shake it off.
And if nothing else, you worry about him getting some dead arm and losing some feeling, but from what I can tell, I think they're going to let him continue, and that's a really good sign.
So 2 on with 2 away. Bobby Witt Jr. steps to the plate for the White Sox. That gets down, base hit. Now a long throw home. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's 14-0. Ozzie Albies steps to the plate for the White Sox. Boots it. And here is Adley Rutschman. And that one hammered way back there. And he leaves the yard. Grand slam. 3rd home run of the season, and they add to the lead. It's 18-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
Coming on for the Orioles, Jorge Lopez.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
So up next, King Red. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A 2-run homer, and they add a pair. It's 20-0.
Cause I won't let nobody press up and mess up the scene I set. I like to stand in a crowd and watch people wonder. But think about a thing you understand. I'm just to music, maybe it's a habit. I gotta
lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
Makes the catch, inning over. But they break this game wide open. We go to the 8th, and now the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle. Lefty back to work. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Lefty into his 8th inning of work, Singy. He's been good.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets better as he gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to him, you get to him early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
Swing and a miss. 1 and 2. Pitch count in great shape. It seems you might have a chance to finish it. On the ground, right side. Fires over to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Still rolling to start the 8th. Just 5 more outs to get.
Here's Adam Frazier. Still a ways to go, but this is can't miss stuff right now. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. And now it's even up.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
And a pitch. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Grandal in the box here lets that one go for a ball. The Orioles still looking for their first hit in this one. There's a strike. And a 1-1. Swing and a foul. Pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, Ronald Acuna Jr. And a pitch. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. That was a moonshot. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they add to their lead. It's 21-0. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Ryan Baker. Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Up onto the patio and out of here. He muscles that one out the opposite way. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 22-0. And now Luis Robert. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these White Sox doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits and 0 strikeouts. I don't know which of those is more impressive, but especially in today's game, that's something they can feel very good about.
That one hammered center field. That's back there. He can't get there. That should be extra bases. Around second now as they still don't have it. And he's got himself a triple.
Everything came together for him. That pitch came off the bat really well into center field, and he clearly put a nice swing on it. And anytime you can get one to drop in.
That one to first. Out number 2, and another run comes in. 2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Chicago, Adley Rutschman. That one ripped right center field. This one's got a chance. Hits the fence. And into second easily with a 2-out double. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And now it's going to be Corbin Carroll. Base knock center field. Here comes Rutschman around third. He will score, and they extend their lead.
Well done, drives in the run. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Coming on for the Orioles, Danny Chilom. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Frank Thomas steps to the plate for the White Sox. Ground ball left side and foul ball. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
For a guy that's been swinging the bat well all game long, that was a pretty ugly swing right there. I'm sure he'll tighten it up on this next pitch.
A dive. Nice stop. The throw. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Oh, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if these guys are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
Base is full, 2 gone. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. This to third. They take the force out, and they're happy to just get off the field. Back at guaranteed rate field. We go to the 9th. Here's Aaron Hicks. And that's a strike.
Cool, I'll tell you right now, every player defensively on their toes like never before.
Strike 2.
They want to make sure they have the opportunity to put this pitcher in the history books. They're going to make the play.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Next offering is in for a strike. Struck him out without a swing. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Westford in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And now 1 strike away. Popped up. And there it is, history. He's thrown a perfect game.
Just unbelievable. I was nervous up here in the booth. I can only imagine what his teammates and even he felt out there on the mound closing this thing out. Everyone will remember this perfect game, and it'll be notched in Cooperstown forever.
My view from the top of the moon, I can see the whole world sitting in my hand, a maze of your room. We finna break the rules, and we gon' make them too. I can't fall asleep, I gotta stand tall, that's what a leader do. Follow me, I'm leading you. Hey, we finna turn up, crank up the heat in here, they finna burn up. Told them I'm coming, I'm here, tell them they time up. I said it once, I'ma say it again, this will be my year.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 17 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Guess who just got back today? Them wild-eyed boys that had been away. Haven't changed, had much to say. But man, I still think them cats are crazy. They were asking if you were around, how you was, where you could be found. Told them you were living downtown, driving all the old men crazy. The boys are back in town, boys are back in town. I said, the boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. The boys are back in town, the boys are back in town, boys are back in town, boys are back in town. Chick that used to dance a lot. Every night she'd be on the floor shaking what she'd got. Man, when I tell you she was cool, she was red hot. I mean, she was steaming. And that time over at Johnny's place, well, this chick got up in Johnny's face. Man, we just fell about the place. If that chick don't wanna know, forget her. The boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. I said, the boys are back in town.
call me, yeah, they call me modern trash. I am just a common fad. Wrote myself a letter for the gods. Now it's crumpled in the bottle. Took a while to start, like an engine in the winter time. Somehow I move